In recent months, an increasing number of drone sightings have been reported across various states in the US, sparking widespread speculation, fear, and confusion among local residents, law enforcement, and government agencies alike. These drones, often seen flying in coordinated formations, appear to be part of a larger, unidentified operation. Despite multiple reports, authorities have yet to provide clear explanations, raising concerns over national security, surveillance, and the possible use of advanced technologies by unknown entities.
New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy says the drone detection equipment they received from the federal government isn't doing much to help them find out why the mystery aircraft have been seen in his state. The FAA implemented a temporary ban on drones in parts of New Jersey and New York until mid-January. In the meantime, the federal government says the drones do not pose a public threat. The Pentagon also saying they are not U.S. military or from any known enemies. Yet there's little information regarding who is behind them.
One of the first major clusters of drone sightings occurred over New Jersey, where local residents began to report strange flying objects in the night sky. Many of the drones observed appeared to fly in coordinated patterns, sometimes hovering above specific locations or moving in synchronized formations. A number of these drones were filmed by ordinary citizens, and the footage quickly went viral across social media. Witnesses described the drones as being unusually large, some as big as 10 to 15 feet in length, emitting flashing lights of various colors, green, red, and blue, and flying at low altitudes, well below the usual flight paths of aircraft. One eyewitness described his experience. "I thought it was a joke at first, but then I realized these weren't airplanes. They were low in the sky, flashing lights, and they didn't make any noise like a plane would." These sightings were confirmed by other residents, and some videos even made it to national news. Despite the growing number of reports, there was no official explanation from authorities, which only fueled more questions. The mystery deepened when it was revealed that some of these drones were seen flying near sensitive locations, such as airports and military bases. One significant incident involved a drone flying near Logan International Airport in Boston, which led to the arrest of 2 individuals who were allegedly operating the drone near the busy airspace. As the drone sightings escalated, concerns shifted to potential security threats. The drone's proximity to critical infrastructure raised fears that they could be used for surveillance, espionage, or even malicious purposes. Some experts speculated that these drones could be testing vulnerabilities in U.S. airspace security, potentially being operated by foreign actors or sophisticated entities with advanced technology. Despite the increasing frequency of these drone sightings, the U.S. government, including the FBI and Department of Homeland Security, has been slow to provide clear answers. In many cases, officials have dismissed the sightings as misidentifications of manned aircraft or simply as non-threatening hobby drones. However, this explanation has done little to quell public anxiety. One local resident who witnessed the drones near his home remarked, "I was told they were just planes, but what I saw didn't look like any plane I've ever seen. The drones were huge, moving in strange patterns, and they weren't making a sound." Many citizens are frustrated by the lack of transparency from government agencies, with some accusing officials of withholding information or failing to address the growing concern. Additionally, the FBI has warned the public not to shoot down these unidentified flying objects, stating that the military knows where they originate from but has not disclosed any details. Some individuals fear that this silence is indicative of a deeper, more troubling situation, possibly involving foreign surveillance, technological experimentation, or even UFO activity. As these sightings continue to escalate, The question remains, who is flying these drones and what is their purpose? Witnesses have reported strange behaviors, such as drones flying in tight circular formations or hovering above houses, scanning the area with bright, circular lights. Some reports even suggest that the drones are capable of using infrared sensors or other advanced technologies, further fueling speculation that they are part of a coordinated operation. The drone's large size, sometimes as big as 15 to 20 feet, also raises questions about their origin. Experts have pointed out that such large drones are not typically found in civilian markets, which only adds to the mystery. Could they be part of a government experiment? Or are they being operated by a foreign power with advanced drone technology? Some have even speculated about the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement, given the strange and unexplained nature of the sightings. Foreign country drones, unlikely due to security and military response. One of the first theories that emerges when examining the recent drone sightings over the United States is the possibility that these are drones operated by a foreign power. Given the widespread nature of the sightings and the high visibility of the drones in sensitive airspace, such an explanation might seem plausible at first glance. However, there are several reasons why this scenario is unlikely. If foreign drones were indeed entering U.S. airspace with the intent to gather intelligence or carry out surveillance, they would almost certainly be detected by military radar long before reaching populated areas. The U.S. military has advanced radar systems designed to track airborne objects, including drones, and it's difficult to believe that a foreign nation could deploy drones across multiple states without the military responding. The failure of the military to act decisively would be unusual, especially after incidents like the Chinese spy balloon earlier in 2023, which was swiftly intercepted and shot down. Moreover, if these drones were part of a coordinated foreign operation, we would expect a political and military response. Congress and local lawmakers would demand answers, and there would be international repercussions. However, as noted in the footage and reports from witnesses, the government has remained conspicuously silent. No clear explanation has been offered, and federal authorities have not taken the steps one might expect if such a significant security breach were occurring. This leads many to speculate that the true nature of the drones is far more complex than the idea of foreign espionage. The US government's secret preparations, a psychological move for public disclosure. A second possibility, drawing from the vague but growing public interest in UFOs and the government's historical secrecy, is that the drone sightings could be a deliberate act by the US government to prepare the public for something far more extraordinary: the eventual revelation of contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. This theory fits into the context of increased government transparency regarding UFOs over the past few years, particularly with the release of the US military's declassified UAP Unidentified Aerial Phenomena reports. According to many conspiracy theorists, including some who point to prophecies and reports by people like Brandon Bigg and others, the government may be preparing for a massive public disclosure or first contact scenario. The drone sightings could be a psychological operation designed to desensitize the public to the idea of strange, unexplained phenomena in the sky. This would make it easier for the government to manage the release of information about extraterrestrial visitors or advanced technology, reducing the risk of widespread panic. The theory suggests that the government, aware of the public's potential reaction to such a dramatic event, may have decided to gradually introduce these phenomena in a controlled way. The drones could be part of a larger strategy to normalize the idea of inexplicable aerial phenomena, easing the masses into the idea that there is more going on than previously acknowledged. Given that the sightings appear to be deliberately subtle and are often low profile, with no immediate military intervention or media frenzy, this theory holds some weight. Is it possible that the government knows something we don't? That a significant event is drawing near, perhaps even a massive contact, as predicted by various seers and UFO researchers? The silence from the authorities in the face of growing public curiosity and concern might suggest that they already have answers, but they are withholding them for a moment of strategic timing. The drones might be part of this orchestrated effort to prepare society for what's coming.
All the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports, it seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth? They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been
do you have any reason to think they're a threat?
Two quick questions.
Real alien or UFO? Visit a revival of interest after long dormancy. The third and most provocative possibility is that these drones are not man-made at all, but are instead related to extraterrestrial visitation. If this is the case, the government's lack of a clear response could be explained by the fact that they are aware of something far beyond human technology and have opted for a policy of silence. In recent years, the US government has shifted from outright denial to reluctant acknowledgement of the existence of UFOs, especially after the release of military videos showing unexplained aerial phenomena. However, no official statement has yet connected these phenomena to extraterrestrial intelligence. If these drones are indeed UFOs or related to alien visitors, the question becomes, why now? Why are these phenomena occurring after so many years of dormancy? One possible explanation could be that extraterrestrial visitors are preparing to reveal themselves, or that they have been observing Earth for a long time, waiting for the right moment to act. There is speculation that they may be responding to significant global events, such as the escalating tensions in international politics, climate change, or humanity's increasing reach into space. Could they be intervening at a critical juncture, perhaps sensing the potential for global conflict or environmental catastrophe? This could explain the apparent urgency and sudden visibility of the drones. Alternatively, if extraterrestrials have advanced knowledge of future events, they could be preparing to assist humanity through this period of transition. Many proponents of alien visitations argue that extraterrestrials have been watching Earth for centuries, waiting for a time when humanity is capable of understanding their presence. Furthermore, the drones' seemingly advanced technology, flying low, moving in coordinated patterns, flashing multiple colors, and scanning areas, suggests a level of sophistication beyond current human capabilities. If these are indeed alien probes, it's possible they are gathering data or even testing the reactions of humans to such inexplicable phenomena. Donald Trump's statements about UFOs and related phenomena, made during his appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast before his 2024 election campaign, have added another layer of intrigue to the recent wave of mysterious drone sightings. Trump mentioned that during his time in office, he had seen classified files on several topics, including the JFK assassination and UFOs. He suggested that, if re-elected, he would reveal this information to the public. This could be a significant development, especially in light of the ongoing drone incidents. Given that Trump is soon to return to the White House in January 2025, the timing of these comments seems particularly noteworthy. Could the surge in drone sightings be part of a broader strategy to prepare the public for upcoming revelations, including about UFOs and UAPs? If the sightings are connected to some form of government disclosure, they could be a way to ease the public into accepting extraterrestrial encounters or secret military projects that have long been hidden. The government's response to the drones, seemingly avoiding a clear explanation, might suggest that they are preparing for something bigger. Trump's potential actions to reveal classified material on UFOs could tie into this, positioning the drone phenomenon as an early signal of forthcoming disclosures. If this is the case, the government's cautious handling of the situation might be aimed at softening public reaction rather than triggering a full-scale panic. Ultimately, the government's evasive response might be indicative of their knowledge of something far more extraordinary than they are willing to admit, perhaps because they do not fully understand the implications or because they are preparing the public for something monumental. One thing is clear: the mystery of these drones is far from over. As more reports surface and public concern continues to grow, the US government faces increasing pressure to provide answers. Whether these drones are part of a new form of surveillance, a foreign intelligence operation, or something even more inexplicable remains to be seen.